Hi, welcome back, folks. You're with us here at Cape Rugby TV in studio with me, Renzo Botman from Cape Rugby TV and Lukman Adonis from Caledonia and Roses. Callies, Lukman, tell me a little bit more about this RAG scenario, because we're not sure who hosts the RAG officially. Because we had some clubs already telling us that they played in a RAG last year.
Look,
Is that a sensitive topic?
no, it's not. Look, that's not. Look at 1936. I mean, the original the rag board was formed. It's an official rag board, Stars Callies.
So it's still Stars and Callies?
It remains Stars and Callies. The proof is in the. If you go to Rose Memorial, you'll see the charity, the funds it was raised. The gifts and all those things are all in display there.
Really?
Yeah, no, definitely. It's historical. It's just sad that it could not be sustained. I think it's got a lot to do with modern day rugby and the specific needs of clubs in terms of raising funds. I mean, there's no time to raise funds for someone else.
But it's still a big talking point. I mean,
That's
it's like
fantastic.
a big derby, whichever way it goes.
Yeah, look, from a playing perspective, you can play in the first team entire year. A rag, it's a total different team. It's like a cup game.
Yeah.
You know, they get
everything goes out the window.
Everything goes out the window, and you get guys that so done with the club now this year, and then next year they just come back.
So, Renz, I mean, this derby scenario, but we see a lot more in the last few years. Derbies have been created almost. The guys have revived derbies. The RAG is one of those derbies that is a draw card. But clubs are building relationships and making annual activities.
I think a lot of clubs actually, especially during the friendlies, if you look at it, a lot of clubs do an annual friendly nowadays.
Yeah.
Makes it a bit easier for admin purposes, but it also starts that derby thing where you have that bragging rights for the year, because now next year you come and it's like, oh, okay, fine, we're playing at your home, but we're beating at your home. So yeah, it's always nice and it builds that camaraderie between the clubs also.
So one of the things that we see from Callies is you guys are really seem to be building up a regular events calendar. Like there's always something to be participating in.
Yeah, look, it's very important to keep our players, our members busy as well. That's one of the things, especially post-season. However, our sponsor, we started the Heritage Cup in 2024. We launched it. We've played the first 3 rounds. At the final of that, supposed to take up is 150,000, and it's up for grabs still there. We are reviewing the entire competition now, because you see what has happened. It has been so overwhelming that, I mean, the rules of it was like, it's 4 clubs on the day. The gate fees get split between all 4 clubs. The food gets sold.
So there's benefit for everybody.
Yeah, 50% of the profit of the food sold gets split between the 4 clubs. And each club gets a financial prize on the day, and the club that wins on the day gets 7.5 grand. Goes through to the final, which we wanted to have at Athlone Stadium initially, and then that's where the stumbling block came. There was no availability, so we owe the competition a final. But we're looking at this massive relaunch. We're actually looking at the national footprint now.
You've got other activities as well.
Yeah,
I mean,
no, definitely.
You've got regular things happening on weekends.
Definitely.
There's always something for the club members to be participating in.
Yeah, no, look, and one of these days, hopefully, we are working on a big move for a gym to move on to our premises and the running club. The idea of that is to expand the activities for our members. And then obviously we've got the education component and the skills development. So it's a one-stop shop.
All right, we've got a game here. This was one of the earlier games in the season. Let's take a look. This was, of course, Callies and Silvertree. Go. That was, of course, the opening match or earlier in the year between Kelly's and Silvertree. Lukman, that was a good way for you guys to get, call it testing the water when you're that early in the season. Even though you're getting a lot of points on the board, but you want to see what the team is looking like from a gelling point of view.
I think that was our first game, and it actually, to be honest, there's a lot of misconceptions about that game, which we found out in the second round. You know, when we lost, we were unbeaten the first round, but you know, sometimes the guys just felt that it was too easy.
Yeah.
And then they encountered, you know, a tougher competition in the second round.
Something one has to be careful
Yeah,
of?
you can't look too much into these games.
Yeah.
I mean, I think Silvertree, obviously, they're rival, they're a derby team. And when we played the second, when we played in the top 9 at their field, total different game.
Yeah.
The application was different.
Yeah.
You know,
But it takes
composure.
time for the guys to
Correct.
settle.
So that was a good run. Guys were well prepared. I think it was adrenaline taking them through. But all due respect to Silvertree, they are one of our biggest rivals, and we most definitely won't take them for granted any time in the future.
Right, folks, we're going to take a break. When we come back from the break, we're going to carry on talking about club rugby. We're going to take a look at police. We're going to talk about Hands and Hearts. And we've, of course, got your Score Energy Drinks competition for you to help us spot the team. Back in a sec, don't go away.